Welcome to Macrocode. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. So today we are going to proceed with our help desk management system. So as you can see, this is our login screen. So I'm going to provide the email address and password. So if I just click sign in, this will take us to the dashboard, and we are going to see some of the features that we have on our help desk management system. So for those who have been following this video up to this point and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. So as you can see, we have our dashboard. So here we have the number of tickets per category, the number of tickets per subcategories, and also per status. Then you can see down here, you have the ticket numbers, the title, the description, priority, and the status, created by, created on, the number of comments, and even you can view the particular comments. Then we have the tickets categorized based on, so you have the recent tickets. So from here, you can see the statuses and if the tickets has been closed and even the number of days in terms of when it was created and whether it's pending resolution. Then we have the assigned tickets. So here we can see you have the number, title, description, ticket subcategory, all these details. You have the resolved tickets. We have the closed tickets. We have the ticket comments. We also have the subcategories and the ticket categories. Then you also have the audit trails. This is a part of the items that we did on our previous video. So we are going to complete this today and also make some changes on the alteration. So here, so make some changes on the preview, I mean. Then we have the system users. So these are the system users. So here you can add a new user. So we have the gender, the role, the city, the country, the city, the country, the username, and even the password. Then you have the system codes. So here you have, and you can add a new system code. You also have system code details. So these are, on the system codes, these are a way of grouping the gender and the marital status. For example, the marital status. Then on the system code details, this is where you now have the different options. For example, divorced, married, and single. Then you have the system roles. So these are all the roles within the system. So you'll be able to see how these roles is actually, you're able to use the roles to restrict users on some of the modules that they need to access. Then you have the departments. So these are all the departments within the system. So you can add a new department. Then we have also the system task. These are modules and submodules. We have the user profiles, system settings, we have the countries, and we also have the cities. So in today's video, if you add a new city, let's just try something here. So if we say post, then we say Kitale, then the country is Kenya, and say create, then our city will be created. But if you go to the audit trails, we need to see something here. So if you go to the last item, you should be able to see that we have a city. So this is the city, and you can see it was created, this is the date. So here, if we click details, you'll be able to see some of the details here. But these details are not all the details. So we are going to ensure that we provide all the details that we had captured on our previous video. So what I want us to do, let's just go to the details and audit trail. So here we go to audit trails. Then I want us to arrange how our application looks like. So we had done some items on the ticket details. So I want us to reuse it. So this is how it looks. So I want us to just, so let me just borrow some items here. So I want us to have it in a kind of a table view. So I'm going to replace that to the details table for the, so here we are going to say, let's just do away with this. So I want us to ensure that we are able to see the details of the audit trails that we had done. So you can say this is system audit trails. Then here we can just, so if we just go to the model of our audit trail, you'll realize that we have these particular items. So we have the ID and the action. So let's just update. Let me close all this. We remain with that. Then we open now our details. So here you can just do ID. Then here you can say ID. So here we'll be doing that. Then here we need to say action, and then here we have the action. So I'll just do that. So let me also, so I can actually do away with this background color here. Let's just do away with this. We just have table headers and then table datas. So we have our action. So if we check on our model, we have the module. So we are going to just display all the details that we have. We have the module and you also have the module. So this is it. Then the next thing that we have here is the affected table. So we need to have the affected table here and you can have it here. So that is it. So if we do that, then here we can close this. We can also do this div. I think you need to close the table here. So if I format it, then this is closed. So we need to close our div again here. So let me try to zoom so that you're able to see. So if I format it again, we still have we still have two of them. So I'm going to copy these two and paste them here. So if I format, then our table is actually closed. So we'll be having these rows again. So I'm going to copy this. Then the next thing is we have the timestamp and the user ID. So I'll just do here, timestamp. I'll provide that. Then I'll also have the user ID. So I'll say here user ID. Then I can say here use created by. Do you have that? I'll just do user, then dot full name. So I'll just provide the name of the user. Then I'll also do here. So I'll do another one here. So that is the old values and the new values. So I'll also provide the old values. Then here I'll also provide the new values. Then I can also do this, do that. Here I'll provide the new values. And then we can have here new values. Then I'll also do here. What other thing here? So I'll also do affected columns. So I'll just do affected columns, and I can do these as. I'll also have the primary key. So that is the values that we have on our audit trails. So the next thing, we can actually decorate our model here. So we'll just do display name. So I'll just do that. We need to import something here. Then I'll just say here is number. Then I can say action type. So I'll call this action type. Then I'll call this module. Call this module. I'll also call this time. I'll say this is created on. So I'll just do that. Then I'll also do here, I'll say user. Then I'll also, for the old values, I'll say here old values. Then for the new values, I'll just do new values. So here I'll say new values. Then I'll have the affected columns. Then I'll also do primary key. I'll just do primary key. So once this is done, so I'm going to relaunch our app and then see how this goes along. So let's just relaunch our app and then be able to see our audit trail. So if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing, like our video, and also comment down below. And in case you need the source code, you can actually claim the source code using the link below, and that will be great. So you can also, if you feel you want to buy us coffee, you can also buy us coffee using the link below. So as you can see, our project is done building. So we're going to relaunch it, and then you'll be able to see some of the details of the audit trails. So we changed, for those who are new to this channel, we changed how we were dealing with our audit trails. And just to give you a recap, as you can see, we have our application DB context. So we made some changes on the application DB context whereby we try to override the save changes, and here will be just requiring the user ID. So before save changes, we are now keeping track of all the details here. So instead of actually reusing or even hard coding the audits, so we actually do this. So the only thing that we need is to actually provide save changes and provide the user ID, and that happens everywhere. We'll be doing save changes. So if you see now, like on tickets, let's just even use the system details. So if you just come here and say on create and just check on save changes, we are actually providing the user ID, and this will keep track of everything that we are doing. So let's just see how our app look like. So we are going to sign in. Then when you sign in, we are going to see the details of the audits. So the audit trail, we need to now see the new values and how it looks. So I'll just go here to system, that is the audit trails. Then if you go to the one of the details and click details, you'll notice that we have now the number, action type, module, and this is cool. So if you go to the one that we created, like the cities, let's just check this one. We're expecting to have now the new values. You see? So this is how the new values are displayed. So you're able to see the new values that were added, the affected columns, and also the primary key. So